Now, talking about the bus and tram systems. So the bus and trams connect the mainland to Piazzale Roma, the main hub in Venice, where all the bus and trams stop. The standard fare is €1.50 for 75 minutes, but you can buy a packet of 10 rides for €14, so you save a little bit on a bigger package of rides. If you ride buses from or to the airport, the fare is €10 each way, so that's a separate fare altogether.
And hold here, because the reason here is that the airport is a longer distance away. When you talk about the €1.50 for 75 minutes, that's within a certain
Yeah,
area.
exactly.
The airport is outside of that area, so there's a different fare. It's a different bus route.
And it's not only that, it's also the fact that you are carrying your luggage on that
Mm.
bus, and that's allowed within the €10 fare. Now, speaking of different fares, if the bus route displays an E after its number, it means it's extraurbano, which means long distance. So the tickets could cost up to €6.90 per ride, depending on the origin and destination. And now I will show you in a minute the map so you have a clearer idea of what that means. Now, if you're using the tap to pay system, so if you're using your phone, your device, your card to tap and pay the ticket that way, remember to tap in and out when you are on the bus or tram so you don't get charged for higher fares. Now, speaking of the map, you will find the link to this map in the description of the video. You will see the main lines of bus and trams going from Venice to other destinations. So here, where you see these aqua green destinations, that means they are extraurbano, long distance. And where you see the dotted line, also in an aqua green color, that's the limit of the city, the inner city system, let's say. So after that line, any stop after that, you will pay more than €1.50 per ride.
Now, if we look
Yes.
at the airport, this orange line, it seems to contradict what I just said. So that is contained within the Urbano range.
Yes, but it's still, if your destination or your origin is the airport, that's a separate
Still a
fare.
different fare.
Yeah. Which, interestingly, if you ride the aerobus from the next stop, so let's say from Galilei d'Arsena, then you pay €1.50.
Mhm.
So that's a small trick you can use uh, to ride the aerobus without paying the full fare.
Now, are you suggesting somebody walk from the airport to that bus stop? Because that's probably not practical.
It's not very practical, but if you don't have much luggage and if you if you are able to take that walk, a lot of people do that
Mm,
actually
okay.
to avoid paying the full fare. And the destinations you see in this beige gray color are within the city limits. So Favaro Veneto, Mestre, and Marghera are all included in the city limits, which also means the two lines for the tram, T1 and T2, which connect Favaro, Mestre, Marghera to Venice, are included in the urban city limits. So, so you don't have to worry if you take the tram about tapping in and tapping out because you're always within the city limits. That said, uh, we could speak about a lot of things about taking the bus. Let us know if you have specific questions, but in general, the tram doesn't need to. You don't need to reserve um, the stop, and you don't need to stop the tram because it stops at every stop and it opens all the doors every time. you need to hail the buses at the stop, because they don't stop unless somebody hails them.
You mean waving to make sure
Yes.
they know that you're
Yeah,
there to
that
get
you're
them?
waiting for that bus. Because my experience, for example, here in the US is that the bus will stop anyway, because it's so rare that somebody is actually at the bus stop that they stop anyway. You get on the bus from the front door or the very back door, and you get off the bus from the center, from the middle doors. You have to reserve your stop, if you're on the bus, by pressing the stop button. There is no cable to pull like in the US or Canada. Um, and any other things that
Well, we have videos on our channel specifically about arriving in Venice. So if you're arriving in the
yeah.
airport or surrounding areas, there's information on just the straight to the point. How do I get from the airport to Venice?
Mhm.
There's a video on our channel all
Yeah,
about that.
exactly. And if you have any other questions, again, we are here to answer any of your doubts. Okay.